But Shaq, explain to them how you really do think that you are the next voice in relationships and parenting.
Well, I don't want to say that I'm the next voice. I am the voice for those that made a lot of mistakes and want to recover from the mistakes. Because I always say my biggest mistake was ruining my family by being dumb. And, you know, a man's job is to protect, provide, and love. I could always say, well, she did it, she did that. No, I did it. Everything I think in relationship is cause and effect. And because I was doing the dumb stuff, now I'm in a 30,000 square foot house by myself. So it's not that I'm an expert. I just tell my stories that I don't have to tell because I want people to learn and understand. You know, when you going through stuff and you got it going on and that stuff's not real life. What real life to me was coming in the house and hearing 6 different daddy.
Yes.
And then one day, that's gone. You're in here by yourself. Yeah, you got the chef and you got the 50 cars and you got the double-story closet, but you don't have your babies and you don't have your hot wife that you pursue. So it's not that I'm an expert. It's just that I try to tell stories to let people know that I f***ed up. And it was me. It was all me. Like my father, Muslim man, so you protect, you provide, and you love your woman. All 3. Not 1, not 2, all 3. I don't want to hear it. Like my father worked 3 jobs. 3 jobs to give my mama not a lot, but just, you know, give us what we wanted. I knew the rules and I just didn't follow the rules. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Miss Gibb, for being here.
No, that's real.
But,
and I want to tell you that's the reason why we wrote the book, because what you said, a lot of people don't say. A lot of people joke and they laugh, and that's why we wrote the first book and the second book. Sometimes you got to be vulnerable and be like, I f***ed up. This was the reason why, and I don't want you to follow the same thing that I did to mess this up. And, you know, we've had conversations before, and I almost f***ed up to the point where I'm like, nah, it ain't worth none of that. Like you said, coming home to an empty house, I don't care what size your house is. If you got a baseball court, basketball court, indoor pool, outdoor pool, it don't matter what you got in there. But if you coming home and you alone, it ain't worth it.
It hit me. Well, it hit me in the beginning, but it hit me because when things happened, my baby Sharif was 5'8". Next time I see him, 6'11". And I like to remember and reminisce on it. I'm like, where the f*** did all this go?
Yeah.
And that's when it really hit me. And then, like you said, I'm in Orlando. My house is 70,000 square feet. And I'm in one room in the kitchen. And then I go to bed. My boy's like, yo, man, you got to get out. I was like, I can't. I'm f***ed up. I don't like that because I'm a creature of habit and I'm supposed to learn from mistakes. And I didn't. But we're tight now. But once I realized that I was comfortable enough to realize what I did, it made me feel a little bit better. I still, you know, think about it all the time because, you know, my kids are 27, 28. Mm-hmm. Only thing I remember is daddy. Like them now driving cars and doing their own thing. I'm like, damn, where did that time go? And the time disappeared because I made it disappear. Mm-hmm. So, and you say you don't know if I'm single or not? And what did Jess tell you? You can say it.
Oh, no, Jess said you, the day she came, you had a bunch of white women here.
How many?
3 or 4 white wives or something like that?
Samantha, Tammy, Amber. Yeah, I want to ask you a woman question.
Okay.
I was dating a woman one time. And as a serial cheater, I was not cheating. But an ex texted me, I love you. And I responded, I love you back. She said I was emotional cheating. So my question, is there such thing, emotional cheating?
Of course.
No, Gia.
Of course there is.
No.
I don't think that.
That's what she said.
I don't think that in and of itself
we had a big old fight.
Candidate for emotional cheating. What was the context? Did she just text you, I love you, and that was it?
She said, I love you, and I said, I love you back. And she picked up the phone and said, oh, you still love your ex?
You weren't in love with your ex, you just loved her.
In love? No.
In love.
Shaq says, I love you to everybody.
No, but she was good to me. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I got a new, I love you too.
I don't think that that's emotional cheating. I just think that that's inappropriate.
Okay, but how is it emotional cheating if you don't know my emotions? I'm with you. She says, I love you. I don't want to be rude because we were nice. We had good times. Now I love you back. That's it. It's not, I love you you know, she going to Miami. We was just, I love you back. Just thank you. And that was it. She picked
I
it
don't
up,
think
read
that
it.
that was emotional cheating. I think that that was inappropriate.
For me to say I love you back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're committed, if you're committed to a woman and she's committed to you, those words are only meant for her. It's not meant for anyone else,
Okay,
unless
so
it's your child, your mother.
What if that was my ex-wife and we got 5 beautiful kids together and she says I love you? And even though it didn't work out, I'm not allowed to say I love you back. Even
Context. If a person randomly texts you, I love you, it's not because she was just laying in bed and having those nostalgic moments and decided to send you a text. That's not what happened. She's sending you a message. It's very direct, it's very specific, it's very short. And if you play into that, then it's inappropriate.
She was fishing.
Exactly.
I never heard the word emotional cheating before.
You've never heard
I got treated worse than when I was cheating for emotional cheating. I'm like, what? I'm not even doing anything.
It's a big difference if your man has sex with someone that he doesn't care about, but doesn't have sex, but speaks every day to a woman that he does care about and that he is emotionally attached to. Because a woman will write it off like, okay, that was his primal instinct to have sex with someone that he was attracted to, which is terrible in and of itself. But someone that he loves, someone that he cares about, that he never was even physical with, but he feels something for her, that hurts more, that cuts deeper. And that's where the idea of emotional cheating comes from. It's if I think that you have feelings for someone else and you act on those feelings by the way of giving of yourself to them, giving of your feelings and your emotions, yes, there is such thing as emotional cheating because that hurts more.
Well, coming from you, I will respect it because I always just said there. I don't care what no woman says. I don't believe in that.
Let me ask you a question. If she got a text from her ex and she responded, I love you too.
That's a good question, but I'm not picking up the phone. And then I always say, when I read something, I have to know what I'm reading. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're reading.
No, what does that mean?
Like the context came from?
Context. Who is it?
Okay.
Yeah. Context. Who is it? Because you said it, Ms. Gia, I will start to respect it. Like I never respect it. I'm like, there's no such thing. I don't care what you say. Because my thing is, you have to know my emotions. I don't have emotions for this person just because I responded.
No, that sounds good, but that's not. No,
it's like
because the fact that you're engaging with another woman.
But I'm just responding, Miss Gibb. I love you too. That's it. It's not I love
that,
you,
but not in that situation. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about just the topic of emotional cheating. I don't need to be a psychic and know your emotions or extract that from you. The fact that you're engaging with another woman on a personal level, that's emotional cheating.
Got it.
You see what I mean?
And do you think men should be emotional? Because I said I don't think men should be emotional, and I got killed for it one day.
What do you mean men shouldn't be emotional? Emotional in what way?
Like tell your wife problems.
Yeah,
and the reason why I say because as the man, you protect, you provide, and love. If I tell you my problems and we both have problems, it's my job to make sure we don't have problems.
I could not disagree with you more or disagree with that notion more. My husband is a provider, he's a protector, and we share everything. He shares his problems, I share mine. We are a team. We work together. We support each other. We uplift each other. We help each other. I have to be this man's soft place to land. How can I be a soft place for him if he doesn't communicate to me what he's feeling? So what? Because I'm a woman, my husband has to be out on his own on an island dealing with this world. It's hard enough to be a man in this world, but it's even harder to be a black man. So everything that comes along with that, what? Because he's a man, he's supposed to deal with that by himself? Yeah, no. I couldn't disagree with that more.
Yeah, because I got killed for that.
No.
By who?
And I agree with her. Like if your wife or your girl's your best friend, you're supposed to make sure that
the Negro net.
And that's why you have to be an empowered human being and a secure human being. Because if you listen to that and you give credit to that,
no, I didn't listen to it.
And you don't consider the source and you're susceptible and you live life like that, you're living under a farce.
Because to come back to what you said, women have to go through a lot too. And I don't want to have to put that on you. Let me handle it because you got to deal with the kids. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with all the stuff you're going through. I don't want to put extra on you. So that's why I'm not emotional. I hold it back, especially if I can take care of it. I'll just take care of it because I want you to have an easy life. Just like you want him to have an easy life, I want my wife to have an easy life. So that was my whole thought process.
I wouldn't want that.
You emotional, Adam?
Yeah, because this is what happened. It was us and a Country Wayne, and I was like, "Oh no, I tell my wife all the time." And him and Country Wayne were like, "No, I can't tell a woman that. They're just gonna throw it back in my face later. They'll just use it against me." And believe me, I want to give Shaq a hug, and I want to tell him it's gonna be okay, you know. But
Nope.
But I just want to say something about that.
Yes.
You have to know who you're married to or who your partner is, because if you're with a woman that will take your emotions and weaponize it against you, that's not the woman that you want. That's not a good teammate.
Right.
yeah, but sometimes you don't realize it's that kind of a woman until you get into one of those serious ass situations, because they can
until you get
hide it for a
married.
long time.
Yeah, they can hide it, and then when you're married, it's too late.
Man, that was great. I enjoy.
Thank you, Miss
Gia,
Gia, for
it
that.
means he really likes you a lot, because normally he will argue that one until he is blue in the face. But for you, he said, "I will respectfully back up."
Basketball fans, it's win or go time. The NBA Conference Championships are here, and the intensity is off the charts. Every possession matters, and there's still time to get in on the action with my partners, DraftKings Sportsbook. Here's the deal. New customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll score $300 in bonus bets. That's right. Pick your side, place your bet, and get ready to cash in. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using code BIGPOD. The crown is yours. Stay in on the action. Use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as it happens, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code BIGPOD and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code BIGPOD only at DraftKings Sportsbook. This episode of the Big Podcast with Shaq is brought to you by The General. You know Shaq loves The General. Before the league, before the rings, before I got my big break, I've been rocking with The General. The General has been offering quality coverage for 60 years. You already know The General was there for Shaq when I needed him. Low rates and flexible payment options to keep you covered. If you're ready for your big break, you know what to do. Visit thegeneral.com to get a quote today. Again, visit thegeneral.com to get a quote today. And it wouldn't be the Big Podcast without The General.